Oh, hey there.
Oh, hey, boss.
Listen, I'm gonna need that done by tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, no, that's not going to work. I'm going to need a couple days. I got ARM64 binaries to work through, and I may need to pull out the old x86 machines.
Oh, hey there.
Oh, hey, boss.
Uh, you should try coding with your sunglasses off. I'm sorry, the client wants this done by tomorrow, so get it done as fast as you can.
Tomorrow? Sorry, boss. It's going to be Monday, at least next week.
Oh, web team, you gotta save us. You gotta have something.
Hey, boss. Boy, it's good to see you. Your timing is impeccable. Something you ask? Oh, I have some exciting news to share with you. We just finished the feature. Yeah, we even achieved something I think you'll find even better. We were able to use Ionic Portals to finish it on iOS and Android as well. Check it out. It even has that bottom sheet behavior you wanted, with the rich map interactions. You can drop a pen on a hip spot like the old sugar distillery in Madison, Wisconsin. What a cool spot. It prompts the user, saves location back to the device, even updates our existing native list view in the app. Last week, we had already shipped the web using our Capacitor Google Maps integration, using the straightforward HTML markup. This also worked great on iOS and Android. So we wanted to just reuse what we had already done to save everyone's time. Let me describe a bit about how this works. The Capacitor Google Maps integration we did on the web represents the HTML and JavaScript implementation we want to use, like a portal, if you will. What we'd like to do is insert it into these portal slots here on each device, allowing us to fully use the iOS and Android department's work as well as the web department's work. Portals gives us the ability to share super features between universes, which creates a really interesting opportunity for a perhaps familiar storyline. We no longer have to choose favorites because we get to have them all. Let's be honest, whether we're doing Android, iOS, or web, our universe looks and feels the same with very few variations. Even our superheroes carry a striking resemblance to each other. With portals, the emergence of one superhero does not detract from the local superhero. It enhances it with new opportunities to leverage strength and experience. I mean, Android's great. People love them. iOS is awesome too, with unique strengths and abilities. JavaScript's always sitting there saying, oh, hey, here I am. He certainly has saved the day many times over for all of us. I personally love how Marvel's Doctor Strange created this storyline because it's relative to so many things in our own lives. For example, Portals opens the door for developers in much the same way. Why choose only one when we can have the best of each all the time? Superpowers with portals are really compelling. Before I dive into usage details, let's briefly touch on an overview of the superpowers we get with portals. By embedding web experiences into native mobile apps, we're able to invert the consumption model and drastically reduce territorial disputes within organizations. If you can't make it to the party, that's cool. We can bring the party to you. People are a lot more receptive to accepting help when they do not have to get off the couch to get it. This bidirectional consumption model allows us to create better segmentation of labor and work in parallel. Parallel output means accelerated delivery, which ultimately translates to competitive advantages in the market. To amplify this accelerated delivery model, we're able to capture more effort from a broader and more diverse set of developers simultaneously. So not only are we traveling at faster speeds, but our highway just got wider, which naturally leads to an environment that lends itself to more effective collaboration. And hey, every CFO in the world loves the savings this can lead to. Not only are we better at talking about work, we suddenly are very good at avoiding overworking because we can eliminate redundant development cycles. which means more money for corporate jets, yachts, mansions, albino pet tigers. Uh, or let's face it, if you're in engineering, pizza parties over a lunch and learn. Let's talk about how to be efficient with portals. We can take advantage of Norwal's NX workspaces here. You can learn more about them at nx.dev. Once we have our workspace created, we can install in Studio's XPlat, which provides some extra cross-platform tools. This allows us to generate an app paired with some additional framework choices. Let's name this map for our Capacitor Google Maps micro front end. And we'll choose the Ionic framework since that's what we'll build it with. This gives us the Ionic Map project we'll use to build our Google Maps integration, which will become our portal target we can use for our development. What about Swift, Objective-C, Kotlin, and Java? You know, this is really what makes portals so versatile because it's all about using the best from your team's development skills. We have a great iOS and Android department already. Let's just use all their fantastic work. Back in NX, we can generate another app. Let's call this HIP, since that's generally what our app is called among our team. This time, we'll choose the NativeScript framework. This gives us another project within NX we can deploy. In fact, we can put the excellent Swift and Java work our iOS and Android departments have already done right inside to use it. For example, here's a cool ripple view class our iOS department did in Swift. Instead of recreating this effect, let's use it. With NativeScript, we can just instantiate the iOS class to just use the Swift code. No, really, here's some of the view layers split apart. Our iOS department was so excited when they saw their effect used as is. Likewise on Android, here's some Java code our team wrote as well. Instead of rewriting it, we can just instantiate the class and use the Java code. We can all benefit from each other's unique superpowers. Using NativeScript with portals. This is made really easy through the NativeScript Ionic Portals plugin. This gives us the Ionic Portal Manager we can use to register our API key. It's best to do this within the application's launch event, right before the app is bootstrapped. This is often in the app.ts or main.ts file. You can get an API key at ionic.io/portals. Within NX, we can then configure our Ionic Map micro frontend to build into a web map portal folder right inside the iOS and Android resources where it needs to be consumed. We can do this easily within NX project JSON targets, where we could add Android and iOS configurations with just the output path set up to specify the location and name of the portal build output. Building our portal can then be invoked consistently, like anything else. For example, NX run Ionic map build iOS. This results in a web map portal folder located exactly where our app will look for it. We can use that folder name to ID our Ionic portal, which is in fact our Ionic output in a NativeScript layout. Here we can note several interesting interactions here. Let's watch a moment. We can observe a web portal tap invoking a native dialog prompt, allowing the user to save the HIP spot, which results in a native list view UI update. Let's watch it again. That's our native list view updating there. This is made easy through communication with portals. Within our Ionic map, we can install the Ionic Portals plugin in our workspace. This gives us the Portals API we can use to communicate. For example, we can wire up a map click listener on our Capacitor Google Maps integration here, and we can use the result of that click listener to then publish the data payload out through an example called tap map. This is often referred to as topics within portals. Then back in our native script app, we can use the Ionic Portal Manager. This gives us the ability to subscribe exactly to that topic, in this case, tap map. Again, allows our app to react and consume that data any way we want. For example, here, like showing a native dialog prompt, allowing the user to name their hip spot before saving the data back to the device. Portals have the ability to take an initial context of data before showing them. For example, we could retrieve the saved hip portal locations we set a moment ago, and we can use that to set the initial context of our web map portal. Again, using the ID or folder name of the portal we want to initialize with this data context. This allows us to, again, use the Portals API in our Ionic Map codebase. We can grab the initial context right when we initialize the portal for use in hydrating the state of our portal. We can see the usage of initial context here in our app. Let's watch it for just a moment. We can see a tap on our native list view. It causes the web portal to open, whereby we are hydrating the state via its initial context to cause a web UI update. We can see tapping on Old Sugar Distillery opens the map and immediately centers the map with a pen directly on that target. Use the best from everybody all the time. This really is what Portals is all about. Ionic Portals are a great door opening opportunity for everyone. A demo of the Portal integration app shown here can be found at github.com/NathanWalker/Ioniconf 2022. You can also find me on Twitter at www.alkerrun. That's Walker Run. I want to thank you for your time. And if you're looking for help, please reach out to team@nstudio.io. We work alongside teams all the time to help achieve their goals. A special thanks to the Ionic team for their work on Portals, and I look forward to helping answer any questions.